Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Beyond the Briefcase. So today we'll be discussing a very important topic, which is what are the career opportunities once we complete our graduation in law and once we complete our master degree in law. So today we'll be discussing each and everything. Do let me know your doubts. I'll clarify everything to the best of my knowledge. I'll try my best. So today I'll introduce myself. My name is Avinash Pandey. I'm an advocate. Currently I am pursuing PhD. So initially I did my BBLLB from Bangalore. Then I completed my LLM. Then currently I'm pursuing PhD from Christ University. It's one of the best university in India. And just to share a fact that I was a backbencher since my childhood. I have been a backbencher in my UG, in my PG, until today. When I go to my PhD classes, I sit in the last bench. So this video is especially for the backbenchers who think that they cannot pursue, they cannot achieve anything, any goal. But trust me, believe me, any ambition which you want to see, you can achieve it. Just my suggestion would be embrace your skills, love what you do, and that's the only thing I would tell you guys. So today we'll be seeing that what are the career opportunities in India for law once you graduate, once you complete your 12th standard, and once you start your law in PG. So let's get into it. So the foundational education, LLB and beyond. So you must be knowing that there are various, there are n number of law colleges nowadays in India. But I'll be starting from the basic. So people think, but yeah, it's a fact that NLUs, National Law Universities, is the best colleges in India for pursuing law. But apart from NLUs, there are some private colleges who are doing very pretty well in the field of law. For example, Symbiosis, Jindal, from where I pursued my LLM, and even you can say that NMIS Mumbai. So there are n number of colleges who are doing very good apart from NLUs. So my suggestion would be that when you choose your colleges, you have to be very particular about it, because nowadays, if you see my previous videos which I upload it on a daily basis. Jobs vacancies which comes in legal fraternity, people are seeking candidates who have 60% of aggregate after their graduation, people who are from NLUs, people who have amazing skills, drafting skills, communication skills, analytical skills. So you have to be very particular about all those things. So choosing law, I'll tell you something that I chose commerce when I was in my 11th and 12th standard. Then I started. Then I just for a second I thought that let's pursue law, because in my time there was no one to guide me. I chose law, so I was from commerce background. That's why I chose BBLLB. So that was an integrated course of 5 years. BBA means you must be knowing Bachelor of Business Administration. So, for example, you are doing pursuing arts in your 11th and 12th standard. So, I would suggest that you should choose BLLB, Bachelor of Arts plus LLB. People who are from physics chemistry background, they can choose BSc LLB. Again, people who are from commerce backgrounds, they can choose BCom LLB as well. So just now I told you that there are various colleges and we have different categories: tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 colleges. Soon I'll be coming with a video: top colleges for CLET UG, top colleges for CLET PG. And you can follow my suggestion and you can choose those colleges, and trust me, if you get into those colleges, you'll excel in your career. So college matters a lot nowadays. You have to be very sure, you have to be very particular about your colleges where you're taking admission. So so the first career option which most of the lawyers choose is litigation. Now you must have seen various movies in which you see a general court where you'll see a judge, you'll see advocates arguing, right? And you see the culprits. So definitely it's not the same when you go to real court. For that particular thing, I would suggest do as much as internships possible in your duration, because internships are very important when you are pursuing law. Also, if you want to go into litigation, your internships, It makes a perfect path for you. It teaches you how to behave in the court. It teaches you how to maintain your body posture, how you should, how your personality should be in the courtroom. And there are certain professional ethics which you need to follow when you enter into the courtroom. So let me tell you a very harsh reality. It could demotivate you, but it's a reality. We see that there are around thousand number of students graduating from law colleges across India every year. So let's say there are strength of 1 lakh people, 1 lakh students graduating in the year 2025. And as per the survey, as per the stats, out of 1 lakh people, 50 to 60,000 people are joining court for the litigation. So in litigation, you have a very tough competition. And believe me, if you are a first generation lawyer, then you will face a lot of challenges, lot of issues in your career, in litigation especially. Because if you are a first generation lawyer in litigation, from my personal experience, I can tell you that you won't be having any connections, you won't be having any clients. It will easily take around 4 to 5 years, to set up your practice, to make connections, to make clients. So be very specific. Your mind has to be very clear as to what you want to pursue. But if someone is in from your family, they are already into litigation, then definitely you'll get a upper hand. And that's the reality. I've seen it. So in litigation, you will face a lot of challenges. But if you have good drafting skills, if you have good analytical skills, if you have good communication skills, you will excel this particular thing. There is absolutely no doubt, because litigation is all about drafting. It's all about arguing the case. It's all about convincing the judge. For this thing, I would suggest you please go and see my legal drafting videos. And that's the that particular drafting I did last year only, and that's all legit, all authentic. That's how you need to do. So in litigation, there are various areas: civil, criminal, corporate. Nowadays, we are seeing a lot of cyber cases as well. So cyber law is my core area, and I have been working in cyber law from various years now. It's been so I do have experience of 3 to 4 years now in cyber law. So again, just now I mentioned that it will easily take you 4 to 5 years to set up your practice in litigation, and it's the same thing that the progress from junior to senior designation advocate, it will take years. So if you're a person who has a great determination, who has a lot of patience, then litigation is for you. Litigation is a perfect place for you once you complete your law. Then next thing is corporate law. So you must be knowing that we have uh, so in India we have various companies, MNCs, organizations. Also we do have companies law, we have consumer law, and we also have tribunals, debt recovery tribunals, DRT, and various sort of commercial courts. So that all deals with corporate law. So nowadays in corporate law, you can be an in-house counsel. So I'll tell you what exactly happens in in-house counsel. So you will be having the working hours would be from 9 to 6 o'clock, 9 a.m. to 6 in the evening. It could be extended to 8 as well. In the law firms, especially. So again, in law firms, we have categories: tier one law firm, tier two law firm, tier three law firms. And trust me, for initial years, you'll have to give up your social life, because I have been there. I did my internship in various law firms, so I know how it feels. And see, again, it's a good experience, to be very honest. But if you're a person who is very hardworking, if you're a person who is ready to sacrifice some of their social life for some months or some years, then that's a perfect place for you. But when we compare corporate and litigation, in litigation for initial 4 to 5 years, you won't be able to make that much money. But in corporate, once you work for 1 or 2 year, initial from the initial part only, you'll get a good remuneration. You'll get a good salary in corporate law. So that's the major difference between corporate and litigation. So corporate, they will offer you diverse roles. So first of all, they'll ask you that what is your core area, in which area you are specialized. So the area which you love, they'll offer you that particular area in, and in that particular area you'll have to work. So you will be working as a legal counsel, and nowadays you must be so nowadays people are recruiting people for compliance work, for contract negotiation, for contract drafting, for NDA, non-disclosure agreement, for rental agreement, for various things. Also in the time, but nowadays various emerging field has come into the play, such as mergers and acquisitions, IPR. So these are the fields which has been emerged a lot. So also you can work on these fields as well. Now moving forward to the next thing, which is government service. So I'll tell you what exactly happened. I appeared for the Rajasthan Judicial Services year at 2024. So the vacancies number were around 220 vacancies were there, and total 80,000 people appeared for 220 vacancies. That's not something which I'm assuming. You can go and check this news. It's a verified news. So technically, there were around 400, 500 people who fought for single seat. So that's the kind of competition you'll face once you choose government service. So there is a lot of competition in government services. Also, you can pursue UPSC. You can join IPS, IAS cadre. You must be knowing that UPSC conducts examination every year, and in May they conduct the examination, preliminary examination. Once you qualify prelims, then you sit for mains, and once you qualify mains, then you sit for interview round. That's how you pursue UPSC. And also nowadays, today only I uploaded various videos in which people are recruiting legal officer. But see, again, tell you something, that nowadays people are seeking candidates who are having experience of minimum 2 or 3 years court experience. So again, litigation becomes very important. Once you join litigation, you'll get the experience certificate from the bar council, and you can show the same experience certificate just to prove your experience. Then only you'll get the job. Again, public prosecutor. So once you complete the experience of 3 to 4 years, you can get opportunity as a legal impanelment lawyer. You represent the state. Also nowadays, you must be seeing that nowadays authorities are recruiting assistant legal aid counsel, deputy legal aid counsel, and chief legal aid counsel. So in those designations, if you have minimum 2 to 3 years of experience, then you can fill up the form for the same. But again, for all those jobs and vacancies, you should have litigation experience. So yeah, if I say, then litigation definitely has an edge on corporate law, because in various vacancies, people do seek experience, and that too experience of litigation. So just now we discussed that first option is litigation, second is corporate law, the third is government service, government jobs basically. The fourth, judiciary, becoming a judge. I'll tell you something what exactly is happening. So right now there is a petition filed in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has reserved a judgment. So people are telling that 3 years practice will be mandatory, and the same will be confirmed by the Supreme Court. Let's see, it's pending in the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court, what exactly Supreme Court says in the coming upcoming judgment. But in Madhya Pradesh, there is a condition that either you should have 3 years of experience, court experience, or you should have 70% aggregate marks in your graduation. Then only you will be able to write Madhya Pradesh civil judge cadre examination. So nowadays in various states, initially, see, first of all, in judiciary there are two examinations which you can write. The first being lower judiciary, and the second is higher judiciary. Lower judiciary, so we'll have to wait for the next month. Probably Supreme Court will come up with a judgment saying that if a candidate wants to pursue lower cadre civil judge examination, then he or she should have 3 years of experience. So once you graduate from your college, then you'll have to go to the court, you'll have to practice for 3 years, then only you will be able to write examination for the judiciary. So that's how it works. But yeah, becoming a judge, obviously, it has a lot of privileges, a lot of perks and allowances. It's a prestigious post. A judiciary works separately from executive and legislation. You must be knowing it's a good opportunity for any of the candidate. Again, it contains immense respect. Judiciary, it contains immense respect. So litigation, corporate, government jobs, judiciary. Now, academia. So you can also become assistant professor, associate professor, professor, and people think that in this particular field you don't earn a good amount of money. But let me tell you something, that if you join a good, perfect college, they do pay you a lot of good money, you know, and time is changing constantly. So again, if you have a very good knowledge, if your basics are clear, then you should join this particular sector. But for academia, you should have LLM, masters of law, PhD, and also you can publish a lot of articles. I do have publications. I'll be sharing the list of publications which I hold. And you can mentor students as well. So I do mentor my students. I do take lectures. I'm not very old. I'm just 25 years old, and I thank God, for everything I have achieved till now. So that's how you can pursue academia. You should be good at publications. Your research has to be solid, accurate, and your basics has to be very clear. So that's another opportunity for you as well. ADR, Section 89 CPC. So I'll tell you that there are lakhs of cases pending in high courts, district court, Supreme Court. So the legislation came up with the concept of ADR, out of court settlement. So certified mediator, arbitrator, negotiation skills. So ADR was the whole concept which was created by the legislation with a motive, to finish the cases outside the court, to finish it as soon as possible. Also, if you see the current stats, yesterday I was reading in the bar and bench, in the Lok Adalat, they have disposed around 1 lakh, 2 lakh cases within a year, which is a tremendous job, a remarkable achievement. So ADR plays a very crucial role when it comes to disposing the cases outside the court. It also reduces the cases number, and it helps the judiciary a lot. So that's the another career opportunity, that you can become an arbitrator as well. Now, these are the fields which are emerging nowadays a lot. You can work on these fields and you can earn a good amount of money. And these fields, cyber law, international law, IPR, environmental law, uh, these fields are a very emerging in nature. And if you're good at drafting, then you'll get a lot of agreements, contracts in this particular field. So yeah, you can choose all these fields among these fields and you can work on them. Now, what should be the skills which you should good at? So as I mentioned, your drafting skills, communication and analytical skills, you should be your all this skills has to be at a very pro level. Then only you will be able to achieve whatever you want. Let's take an example that you're going to honorable high court for a case. Now, initially, first of all, you'll have to draft your written submissions, then you'll submit to the honorable judge, then you will argue, right? But while drafting those arguments, you'll have to apply your brain. You'll have to perform a accurate, efficient analysis of all the facts, events happened in the case. Then only you will be able to reach to a proper conclusion. Then only you will be able to reach to a proper conclusion and arguments. At last, you'll have to convince a judge. But if you don't have proper analytical skills, if you don't have a good drafting skills, you won't be able to achieve that task. So that's why this three skills becomes very important in order to become a great advocate. So that was from my side. I hope you must have got some insights that what are the career opportunities once you pursue law, right? And if you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section. You can reach out to me through my Instagram, through my LinkedIn, through my Telegram. You do join my Telegram group. I'll be sharing all these PPTs. And if you are what I would say that if you're a student who is just now getting, who has just now completed their 12th standard, then this are the perfect opportunities for you in India once you complete your UG in law or PG in law. Do share this video with your friends who are about to complete 12th standard and who wants a clear clarity and guidance as to what to this particular field offers. And stay tuned for more informative videos. Thank you so much, people, for watching my videos.